So we're at the border crossing going to Nicaragua. Leaving Honduras was pretty straightforward. We've already done that, so that was easy. But now we need to kind of pass through trucks, go over this.
Gotta go up on the curb.
Go over this curb. This guy is trying all he can.
We have a truck and not a car, otherwise we wouldn't be making it.
Gringos, yeah, that's us. Yes, yes. They should have made more lanes.
Arguably one of Central America's toughest and longest border crossings due to government paranoia and a host of other things, had us both waiting around and rushing everywhere for the better part of 3 hours, but we made it. And as usual, the early morning border crossing will be the only thing we do today. So we drive to the coast for some much needed calmness and relaxing. We both enjoy the beach as a campsite, usually because there's a constant breeze in these hot temperatures.
First campsite in Nicaragua.
Not too bad. I am always happy to park right at the ocean.
Not a bad spot.
We have a number of things we want to do while we overland in the next great country on the Pan American Highway.
Visiting our first city in Nicaragua. We are in the city of León. We're doing something a little different. We're parking the truck in a locked enclosure. Still a little shaken up from our break-in the other day, so we're paying the money for a little bit of peace of mind.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
León has a rich history as one of the oldest cities in the area, especially if you count the city of Old León, which was destroyed a long time ago. Full of stunning Spanish-style architecture and some audible curiosities.
What time is it? It's exactly... Oh no. It's 12.
12. Oh.
Okay.
Maybe that's just what happens here at 12. This super white and bright building apparently has a roof walk. So we are pretty curious about that.
Yeah, we're gonna check that out.
Yeah, I would love to walk on top of this building and have a look over the city. Let's see where we can get this. Probably here. This side door. Gracias.
Gracias.
No boleto? No. Gracias. Ooh, this is narrow. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Oh my god. Claustrophobia.
It's cool in here, really cool.
This is super cool, yeah.
I mean like temperature-wise.
Ah, okay. Temperature-wise, it's cool. Oh, look at that. We have a little look on the church here.
Oh wow.
Feel the breeze. So we are not allowed to wear any shoes here. Obviously not to climb any domes.
Great.
Ooh, look at that.
It's cool.
It's so bright though.
This monastery is one of the top destinations in the city of León and was easily worth the couple dollars entrance fee.
It's way too hot. Can barely walk on the floor. I need to stand in the shade because it's so hot. Socks. You're the smart one.
So they don't have sunglasses and I can hardly see. It's so bright.
One of us has sunglasses, the other one has socks. Both have hats though. Oops.
Uh-oh, you almost lost your sandal.
No! Oh my goodness.
And as usual, we only spent a day exploring the city, but for us, it was enough. As we are headed to potentially one of the greatest activities in all of Central America, rivaling even the hike up Acatenango in Guatemala. We are headed for Cerro Negro for some volcano boarding.
We got deep sand road, which is fine until we pass a motorcycle, and we have to move aside to not completely put them under dust.
Luckily we got four-wheel drive. We don't need it this whole way, just gotta keep up speed and we're golden.
We're golden even.
The drive from Leon is well over an hour on soft volcanic sand roads, passing both locals and other tourists likely coming back from the volcano, which starts to take shape in the distance. We pass the entry facility, which we need to return to in the morning to get our gear, but for now, our campsite.
You can just see them come down.
Yeah, there they go. They're going so fast. That's crazy.
It's gonna be terrifying tomorrow.
I think it's gonna be a little terrifying. We're not gonna break the speed record, that's for sure.
I don't think you're gonna have a choice about speed. Look at that volcano. It's so steep though.
Right.
We follow the dirt roads, which are more volcanic rock than anything, as we approach both the base of the volcano and our home for the night.
They got a good spot there.
That's fun.
We take a few moments to gather ourselves and find the best place out of the wind. There is a large group here currently making their runs down the steep volcano. We watch in anticipation for our chance the next morning, but for now we are hypnotized by this amazing activity. Eventually, morning comes, and it's our turn. Of course, first thing we have to do is get back for our equipment.
Oh, here, these are the sleds and the suits.
And here we get everything we need. We get coveralls, goggles, gloves, and boards, which we have to awkwardly drive back with. We set off on the hike that takes us to the top, and depending on your physical fitness, it might take anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. And regardless of the boarding, the view is nice on its own.
That is steep. Drop down there.
The final step is to put all our gear on and let the fun begin.
All right.
Okay,
What do you think, Mr. McLeod?
let's go down this mountain the hard way.
This is it. Get ready.
Ah, good job.
And of course, we went again.
Stuff.
Crazy. Good job.
Good job.
Whew, legs are shaking.
Arms are weak.
Everything's weak right now.
From the absolutely epic time on Cerro Negro, we are heading for an island now, by way of this small town. Another stop we knew we had to visit. When we asked, this was people's favorite place in all of Nicaragua.
That's the island over there. Boop, boop.
This island is made up of 2 volcanoes, the largest one, Volcan Conception, and the smaller one, Volcan Maderas.
Timetable. So, which one do we need? Elche or Estrella del Sur?
Well, it goes to 2 places, right? I don't know where we want to go to.
As usual, we don't really plan ahead, which makes when you arrive at a place all the more confusing. But we eventually made it through the labyrinth of staff to buy tickets.
As usual, we did not come prepared. But anyway, we have tickets to go on the ferry.
Yeah.
Let's now find the place where we have to be.
We parked here, ready to go onto the island of Ometepe here in central Nicaragua. At the port of San Jorge, the ticket was pretty pricey. It's about 30 bucks one way, $30 Canadian. Always surprised by how expensive things are. Also surprised by how touristic it is and busy. I'm just always surprised. Learning a lot while traveling, that's for sure.
All right, we made it through. Pretty complicated process, I feel. A whole bunch of stops that you need to do and places you gotta go. But as you can see, we're first in line now, driving on it.
This small ferry will bring us, dozens of other locals and tourists, to the relatively small island of Ometepe. Secured between the railing and a large transport truck, we make sail.
Finally made it to the island. We can finally find some rest. The view is just gorgeous. Look at that. Just the lake, volcanoes, so nice. Got a little viewpoint over there. Palapas. We're parked right there.
We treat the ferry crossing like a border crossing, so we just found the first nice place to settle in for the night. There's something to be said for the sunsets of Central America, and in a word, breathtaking. It's morning, and we're setting off on the grand traverse around the island, seeing what this paradise has to offer. Surprisingly high elevation drives for an island, and of course, classic Latin American architecture.
This island exists out of 2 volcanoes. We first slept next to the biggest volcano, and now we are scouting around the other side of the island, trying to look for nice spots to camp for free. But to be honest, it has been pretty challenging. We haven't really found nice beaches that are not private. It's still just the beginning of the day. We found this spot, which I think is pretty nice. It is right next to the road though. And we're just gonna have some lunch here. We're not gonna stay here, but we're gonna have some lunch, relax a bit, enjoy the water, and then drive the rest of the island.
To do the entire drive consists of a figure 8 pattern, which is of course exactly what we did.
Travis eating again. Eats all day long. This is our spot for today. Somebody's beautiful backyard.
It's impossible to get a bad view from the island, no matter where you are.
Heading out onto the water this morning. It's only about 6:30. We're hoping to see some crazy cool animals like caiman and monkeys and interesting birds. Getting out of the water before it gets too hot. So let's do it. That's the way you do it.
Scoop up that air.
Scoop that air.
Scoop it up. And then roll, 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 roll. And then let me keep going.
We've used these pack rafts a few times on our travels, and we're happy to have them as it allows us to see the land in a different way.
You're not filming, are you?
No, of course not. Yeah.
Oh, I scooped up a whole bunch of sand.
There's a special riverway here that we need to try and find. I think this is it. The further south you go, the amount of wildlife you see gets exponentially higher. This river system is home to so many different species of birds that I have never heard of. None of them mind us being here, unless we get too close, of course, but they're always watching. Place we are not soon to forget.
We have found paradise. Look at this.
Wow. That's a beach.
It is gorgeous. This is our home right there. Woohoo! Love it. Look at those houses on those cliffs. I love to go out for a morning walk before the sun rises, because otherwise it's going to make the beach way too hot and then we just don't move for a lot of hours. Anyway, this morning walks, what I love about it is, first of all, there is nobody on the beach and you can really see all the animals waking up, or you can also see their tracks in the sand before anybody has walked on it. Just see how cute this is. He first went to the beach that way, I don't know why, and then he came back. You just look at this. Look at this. The pelicans over there. Look at this place. By far one of the most beautiful beaches we've been to.
We are now in the last few days of our time in Nicaragua. Only 1 or 2 places to see before we make the jump into Costa Rica.
Nice view.
Right? Look at that. You can see Granada in the distance.
We are at Lake Opollo, and this is a special volcanic lake that you can dive in. Linsay will be without me, as I got sick when we did our training, but she has a guide and another tourist. Always taking the long route. We are almost at the border. Driving through small cities like Catarina and San Juan del Sur. We say goodbye to this interesting country. Maybe forever, maybe we'll see it again soon. But the places we experienced will forever inhabit our minds.